I have to pee.
Hello,
No, that should be
everybody.
me also.
Everybody's got to go pee. We'll be right back.
I press the button and everybody has to pee. It's just not fair.
Nope, never.
Any hoozle. Hi, everybody. How you
Hello.
doing?
I'm okay.
That's good. Guess what?
What?
We're going to
It's
Gary.
Monday.
We're gonna be in
Hey.
GaryCon on Wednesday.
In like 46 hours, you guys will be here.
Yeah. Yeah, we will. And it's gonna be great. And we're all gonna have a good time.
What the Jesus Christ was that?
I'm totally not gonna duct tape an air tag to Maggie.
Okay, but
feel
if you do, you have to do one to Alyssa too. To be
Yeah, I was
fair.
gonna say you have to
That's
be
true.
fair. You
Oh yeah,
gotta do-
both of you. I'm gonna duct tape air tags and tie balloons to you guys so I can find you in the crowd because you're
I
short.
feel like the balloons are reasonable. Duct tape on bearskin is hurty, and that's
They
from a
didn't say
Put it on
person.
bearskin.
their skin.
And
You
that's
just
a
put it on their,
person-
like,
I said I was
shoe.
gonna duct tape it to them.
They
Well-
take their clothes off though.
Okay, they're
I
taped
actually
to a
I
bag or
found
their
these
phone.
things that are for like people who go to raves. They're like little compasses that help you find your friends. They have like they talk to each other. It's really
That's
freaking
cool.
weird.
It's
But
voice
I'm
chat.
gonna get one of these for Maggie and Alyssa.
It's
so
a
that we don't
fucking
lose
If
cell
you
them.
have an
phone.
iPhone, you can do Find My Friend.
You
Hey,
can
guess
do
what? I
you
don't
can
have
do
an
text
iPhone.
my friend.
That's a you problem.
I'm only
Or-
going to
or
be
get
able
it-
to
or
find
get
you because I only
Or
have
get
one
some
friend.
tile cards and stick it into their phone.
We also
Yeah.
have access to their schedules, and if you have a printer, I don't.
Or
We can
almost
probably print
photographic
off the
memory.
map for them.
I'll if I mean I'm going to be wearing wigs the entire time.
Oh, it's fine. I have yours and Alyssa's schedules memorized, so I know where you're supposed to be.
The thing is,
Whether or
Alyssa
not
and I
they'll
get
be there.
lost, so
Yeah.
And it is a very large place. Anyway, we're going to be there. So if you're going to be there, come see us. Come say hi.
come find me, save me.
We have a bunch of games that we're going to be playing. Obviously, we'll be wandering around. We will be at or I will be at least, the Stronghold D&D's pub crawl on Thursday afternoon. So I'll be there if you're there. Yeah.
I'll be there.
And
Because don't we have their game right before that?
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't remember which one, but yes. Anyway.
You're going to do water shots at every place.
Yep.
All that drinking that I do, for sure. I love
Water.
the alcohol.
You love Coke Zero. They better have Coke Zero.
There's
do.
a case of it sitting on my couch right now.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Mistwalkers. It's session 89, which is just 69 plus 20.
Oh, you're right. Wow.
Our sponsor for tonight is Canadian Dice. You can go to canadiandice.ca and use the code TheVectair, all one word, at checkout for 15% off of your order. Maggie's dice pick is still Mage Armor, or there isn't one. Because,
I was in the hospital this week.
yes,
I am not feeling good. I'm doing better, by the way.
which is wonderful.
Yeah, I had a medication lapse, but I got it sorted today. So if I'm at GaryCon, I will thankfully not be flopped on the floor now.
Preferably.
Yeah,
That's how
I
I prefer
appreciate
you.
that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because we're sharing a room.
No, I feel so much better. I
I'm
got
so
my
glad.
medication today. It's at good levels. I'm going to test during break again for my blood sugar.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Remember, if you have diabetes, you have to take care of your body, and it's important. And if you don't have access to what you need to reach out to the medical community to get help.
Yes, they will get you a thing,
A solution.
a solution, because of stupidity. Anyway,
Diabetic.
yay. Anyway, Ryan is also going to be at GaryCon with us. So if you want to order something, make sure you order it tonight or tomorrow. He will probably send an order Wednesday morning before we go and pick him up. Because we're picking him up at home, and then we're going to Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
You're just picking them up and taking them to a gay bar.
Then we're gonna we're gonna shit in the hallway.
Yeah.
Progressive.
Anyway, the
Please do not do that from people who have to clean that shit up everywhere.
yeah.
I used to work at a theater that was open to the public. I know exactly what you're talking about. Don't
Mhm.
worry.
I used to work in restaurants.
Yep, it's the worst.
So because we
Especially
are
when
at
the-
GaryCon, sorry, I'm cutting you off.
That's okay.
We're getting you back
Yeah,
on the
you-
rails.
What rails? Choo choo.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Wee.
Because we are at GaryCon, there are no other streams this week, but we will be live from GaryCon on Instagram or maybe Twitter or Twitch rather. Fuck Twitter. Doing other stuff, just chatting, hanging out in the bar. Between games, we'll be doing some. Artemis is controlling all that, or I might just do it for funsies if I'm bored. I don't know.
Well, you and I are doing a live at some point because we said we were going to do one last year and we never freaking did. So we're going to do it this year.
As long as we
Aggro.
remember.
It's
I
going to
know.
happen.
Sure.
I think Artemis, you're gonna cosplay one day. I'm cosplaying every day, and I think Alyssa
Yeah.
maybe mentioned maybe doing it. So that-
I would assume so because she was talking about packing tiefling horns. So I would assume so.
that's
Do you
like
not
what-
just wear tiefling horns on the regular?
I do not.
Oh, well. You're
Just
lost, I
gonna
guess.
ignore these over here. Move right here so you can't see them anymore.
I know that you
Mhm.
have them. It's fine. Everybody knows you have them.
We know that you're horny.
I am. Anyway, GaryCon. You can still listen to our podcast. We have a couple things that are dropping this week while we're away on stuff. That's it.
Does this count as the Voctair's sabbatical?
Kinda. I mean, we do one in December too, but
It's the 1 week we take off.
basically.
You bunch
Half
of
week that you guys
workaholics.
take off.
And
we take off to go to a conference where all we do is play tabletop. That instead of being at home and playing tabletop.
True. Anyway,
It's our work vacation.
let's pick
Uh-huh.
up where we left off a couple weeks ago. You have successfully rescued Gordon from the clutches of the Brides of Ravenloft and have made your escape from Barovia after discussing with Arena how best to proceed regarding Darkon refugees, and a bunch of other shit.
Uh-huh.
Gordon's not doing so hot even after a long rest. Just not feeling so great, but doing his best. Plugging along. Cowing along.
Moo.
You have
Just
arrived.
what where animal he turns into.
You have arrived at the carnival itself. You've paid your silver piece to gain entry, except for Atlas, because this is his home and he doesn't have to.
Imagine having to pay every time you enter your job.
You've also been privy to a little bit of the lifestyle, if you want to put it that way. The way that the carnival operates is you can stay as long as you pull your weight. So everybody works, everybody has a job, whether it's performance or just maintenance or whatever. As long as you do something to help the carnival sustain itself, you can stay.
Therapy mime.
Atlas did try to be a therapy mime, not a lime, but they were bad at it, so they were a lemon.
Again,
Thank you
check.
for my citrus joke.
Get it?
you're welcome.
Mhm.
Do you like pina coladas?
I
Yeah,
love
get
getting
caught
caught
in
in
the
the
rain.
rain.
I'm getting caught in the rain.
I want a pina
Atlas also
colada.
tried to be a centaur guide,
They're fucking delicious.
but the tour guide also didn't work out. He's tried a lot of different careers. He's tried making cotton candy and candy apples. Got stuck in his fur. He's tried everything.
He has tried
Honestly,
everything.
being an adventurer has worked out surprisingly well for him.
A lot better
Why?
than
Because you have regular access to, like, you know, people who actually, you know, know how to treat centaurs,
And love them.
farriers and stuff, you know?
Hmm.
there is a farrier at the carnival.
They
Yeah, they run the
mistreated.
swan
Then
boat.
how come he's all fucked up?
He also has to ask for help.
How
Before
come
he
he's
can
all
receive
fucked
it.
up and can't ask for help?
Who asks for help?
'Cause he's a guy and guys don't ask for help.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why.
Ask for help, you men.
I use the help action.
Just don't go to BetterHelp. They suck.
No.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, they're
I
bad.
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Well, that's shitty.
Yeah.
Good to know, because, we're getting to a point
I thought.
where...
Yeah, I hear you.
Anyway,
There's better ones out there.
absolutely there is. So you have paid your toll. You now stand before a large blue tent and what is definitely a midway. You can tell by the sounds that are coming from it. There's, shouting and laughter. There's noises of like bells ringing and almost like miniature cannon fire. You also hear like the splash of water and a lot of like shouting and barking that's typical for a midway type environment. Beyond that, you can see the tavern. Atlas, this is Tavern on the Run. It's the place where the adults can go get a drink or everybody can get a meal. There's nowhere to sleep there. It is strictly food and drink. Beyond that, there's a bunch of like concession stands. There's the carousel. And at the very back, there's the big top, as well as Madame Isolde's fortune teller tent. So, I believe the plan was go to speak to Isolde, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Is that still the
let me
plan?
go check. We had a plan, but it's like we talked a lot.
Did we have a plan?
Yeah.
Do we ever have a
Yeah,
plan?
I believe the first thing on the list was to go talk to Isolde.
Yeah, I facilitated a plan.
I take
Yeah.
notes.
Yeah.
Also, we still have a greater restoration from chat. Thank you, chat. I
Mhm.
put a flag on it.
Yeah, so our plan was to go to a soul. We're not sure if Darkon can be saved, but we could see if we can get some tokens to either Barovia or here, since the carnival has many types of tokens, and if they can, and see if they might be safer here at the carnival than Barovia. We want to find out also about the Blood Spur, and we want to figure out what happened to Keela and Athelstan while they were in this realm.
We
And
don't
we
know.
also want to find out.
Assuming that it's the same one.
Yeah, Athelstan points, kind of leans into the Keelai and the others. He's like, "Did anyone else notice the Golden City on the hill, or am I hallucinating from blood loss?"
Can I make a perception with my passive to see if it's there?
You actually did see it when you came in. You saw the Golden City on the sort of like backdrop of the carnival.
Sorry, I've got the bloodless effect after that ghost vampire lady bit me.
I did see it. Do you know where we are?
Lost?
Maybe?
Where do you
I'd like
think?
to get it confirmed.
We asked
Where
the
do you
ticket
think
taker.
we are.
What current do you happen to know? Hang on, I have their name.
You've
You
moved
literally
past
just told it to. Oh,
Victoria.
we did.
Yeah, we're like inside now. Like we're
Fuck,
headed for
we're-
Isolde.
The funnel was a people mulcher. Oh dear.
Um,
Fakrit Fikfuf. Sorry.
Okay.
How
Fat
far
dragon.
away-
See Isolde
um,
and find out.
Bob's area, because we could go ask Bob.
Let's go see Isolde. Who's Bob?
Yeah. Maybe we talk to Isolde before we do anything else. Because
Yeah, okay.
it's proper to present yourself to the person, and I'm assuming that they're in charge around here.
Yeah.
Yet we didn't do that in the
Nope.
last realm we were in.
But guess what?
We-
We've learned our lesson since then, so we're
we
gonna
went-
try it this time.
We
We
went.
learned our
we were
lesson.
we were in Barovia. We went and saw what
Not first.
I wanted to.
Atlas is happily
We
marching
had
away.
extenuating circumstances when we were in Barovia. It's fine. Let's go see Isolde.
Whee! Atlas is clip-clopping.
Yep.
How are people reacting to seeing Atlas back now with one less ear, a chest piece made of bone and moss, and two
Human
pairs of-
skin.
Yeah, and human skin.
Most
You're probably
people-
buffer too. Probably
And
like buffer from
literally,
being
like,
on the
a
road.
legendary magic item.
A
That's
life
cool.
of riding hard.
I'm also levitating.
Most people
Yeah.
greet you like normal. They don't make a fuss or anything that you look different, you're dressing different. And you would know this is generally because there's a lot of weird shit and weird people at the carnival.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not going to make a fuss if you come back looking weird. As long as you are still like the same person, you still pull your weight. Like that.
I
that
can
is.
hold a lot of weight. I'm a
Yeah.
centaur, so I can hold a lot of things.
Mhm.
I count as a large creature in terms of carrying capacity.
I'm aware.
and yet, Athelstan is still carrying most of your shit.
I'm carrying a lot of shit.
But and then Sly is carrying most of everyone's shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, would we think that Isolde is in the big top or in the private quarters at this point?
You think probably she's in the private quarters. She does have a tendency to stay to herself. So it wouldn't surprise you if she's there. She does make appearances at the other attractions as sort of like a...
Would I know if she always has her sword on her?
She always has her sword with her.
Okay. Even when she sleeps.
Kind of
Yes.
a woman doesn't sleep with her sword.
We know that the sword is the actual thing, yeah? Like that's knowledge that we found out.
Well, I know Atlas knows. I don't know if he
Yeah.
told me.
Atlas
I
for
can't
sure.
Yeah, I couldn't remember because I know we've talked
Yeah.
about it, but I couldn't remember if that was something that like
I'm pretty
we
sure.
know or
I'm pretty
we
sure that
know.
we found out story wise, but based off of like rumor or something, because I didn't even know that beforehand. So I'm thinking it was character knowledge.
What
But I'm not
sword?
sure.
I may
Okay.
have missed this.
Oh, I think we did talk about it now that I think back because we found out a few arcs ago.
Yeah. I
So
think-
everybody I
Yeah.
think knows,
Like
but
when we were,
Razira and Rain.
was it when we were talking to Eb that we found this out?
possibly.
It was either Ebb.
I think we found out really early on.
Sort of.
Yeah, it was Ebb.
Yeah, and to
First-
catch Rob up, the swords between the two carnivals are the actual Dark Lords, not.
Oh, okay.
people.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that.
Yeah. So we would go. Do I know if I'm allowed to bring my friends who don't work to the private quarters?
Yeah, as long as they're with you, it's fine. Nobody will stop you or anything like that. As a general rule, there is sort of a hive mind with the carnival, but it's not anything like,
With her?
it's not like a mind flayer thing. It's not a, if you watch Critical Role, there's that one gang in the sands that they're
Yeah.
all like connected mentally. It's nothing like that. It's just sort of like,
The circus is a
Word-
family, man.
yeah, word
Us
travels
against
quickly.
them.
So you think that somebody probably has already told Isolde that you're here, and you've brought
Yeah.
people with you.
I would turn to the party before we before I knock, and I would say, "Okay, please be nice to her. She's very cool, and she allowed me to meet you all. Also, please do not touch anything or take anything that does not belong to you." I look at
Slice.
Sly.
It's Sly.
Everyone
I
looks
look
at
like-
Sly, and she's like, the only thing that she's got her hands in are Gordon's pockets. Like,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's still velcroed
What?
onto Gordon.
Mhm.
her hands are in
Yeah.
his back pocket. Her hands are in his back pockets, like those weird couples do. She's like, what?
Also, Razira,
Yep.
if you feel scared at any point, please let one of us know. We shouldn't encounter anything scary in there, but I know being in a new place is scary. So it's okay if you are scared.
Why would I be afraid of the cold woman?
Just as
Well-
that is being said, a trio of elvish
Shuri.
women. Hi, Sherry. A trio of elvish women with sort of like you think probably half drow and like, but also full elf. So partially drow, probably high elf, you're guessing.
Light skin, dark skin, like Athelstan is purple.
Yeah, it's just like a weird complexion on the parts of
But
their
not
body
purple.
that are not covered in white paint. So they have this white, sort of like their whole face and like down their necks are painted white. And you can see they're, if you had to have like an analog for something modern, this is probably like a clown or a mime. There's 3 of them though, and they sort of move in tandem towards you, Atlas, and you know that these are the 3. They are part of the Skurra, which you know to be the group of Vistani who do not speak, and they all wear this makeup. They act as entertainers, but they're also carnival hands, so they do a lot of the animal care. They drive the wagons when, you know, the carnival is moving. But they are Vistani. And they, you know, greet you in the way that they do. Again, they don't speak, but they have this sort of like full body signing language. And you know, sort of like the basics, and with your newer knowledge of hand signing and whatnot from, you know, being with Gabriella and like getting that sort of information, you're able to actually dissect like, hi Atlas, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Long time no see. Are you well? Oh, what happened to your ear?
Do they prefer being talked at or like speaking with sign?
They are fine either way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Atlas would do the greeting in sign.
Okay.
And saying that he's well, he would say what out loud then, I've been adventuring with my friends. This is Keli, that's Athelstan, that's Breeze, that's Razira, that's Rain, that's Gordon. Is that all we have?
Alphinius.
And Sly.
Bye.
Alphinius and Sly.
Oh yeah, Alphinius is here still.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say that out loud.
And Rain.
And Alphinius. We were adventuring and I kind of got my one ear ripped off. And then I look at Gordon, who also has an ear ripped off. We're matching now.
Hi. And
It's okay. It only hurt for a long time, but now it doesn't really hurt anymore. Sometimes I forget it's not there though. So I will do like this. And he shows like the little stub wiggling.
aw. So just to give a little bit more information, I have this in a PDF because I didn't get time to
I
put
don't
it
want a
into
posture
fantasy
check.
count. Oh, where are they? Come on, there they are.
Posture and hydration.
So as I said, there's 3 of them. They are probably middle-aged for an elf. One of them, who looks to be a little bit of the leader, she has the white face mask, and her eyes are sort of circled in red, and it's like dragging down her face as well as up her forehead. And her lips are like bright red with like this sort of exaggerated like curve to the lip. The next one looks a little bit more like a pumpkin almost. It's a sort of like an orange base with this big black jack-o'-lantern grin and like the typical sort of like dark circular eyes that a jack-o'-lantern would have. And the last one has like a flaming design on her face. The flame kind of goes from her ears down into her eyes and then from her mouth outward. She has like 2 teardrops on her cheek as well. So those are the 3 that come around you. And as you're introduced, they all move up to you and introduce themselves in their language. The first one with the red just puts her like she's holding a monocle and like leans in and looks over you. Atlas, you can translate this for them as Lear. as in Leer. That's her name. The next one, the sort of like jack-o'-lantern flaming one, she holds her fist like this and then mimes like putting a crowbar into it and prying it open. And her name is Pry. Pry. And the last one with the teardrops on her cheeks with the like really sort of rictus grin that she has. She puts her hands to her cheeks and screams soundlessly. And you all can sort of figure that that means her name is Scream. These are the three Skurra, or the three is what they're called. But they greet you. They all go up to you and sort of introduce themselves, and they give you sort of like a sign, like a full body sign of what your name is for them. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to offend anybody, and I'm not very good at sign language.
You won't. It's okay.
But suffice to say, Athelstan is Applestand.
Oh, it literally translates to noble stone,
No.
which is just edgelordy, but still.
No.
I just like that name.
It is a nice name, but it's also
I
ripe
think
for
so.
being teased.
Yeah,
Key
Athelstan's just like, yep.
essentially a key lying down.
Key lime.
Yeah.
Athelstan suggests in sign. He's like, key lime pie.
Key lime. That's your name.
I punch Athelstan in the shoulder.
Ow.
Sly is sort of like this. They hold their hand up and like make it like a sneaky. Do 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 do. That's Sly.
That's what she says. She says as they move their fingers.
It's the Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Pink Panther, but in sign language.
Yeah. Breeze, obviously, we're going to have some like wind signing. So just sort of like a very flowy hand movement. Rain, very obvious. Some sort of rain symbol. Razira, you get like a tiger, but also like a bunny because you're so small. So it's just sort of this like hybrid, like angry teeth, but bunny ears.
Zira is just looking at these people as like, is there a war going on? You are in full water paint.
What?
Scream looks at you, Atlas, and it's just like, you didn't tell them about us?
Well, we only just got here, and I was thinking, what if they learned everything while they were here? Because I think it would be fun if they found out.
Wise. Very wise.
Also,
what about
if
Gordon?
I told them all the surprises, then there would be no surprises. And Atlas, genuinely believes this. Because he loves where he's from. Even though a lot of things that happened were very traumatizing, he still loves his home. And part of the magic of the carnival is discovering the magic.
That is true.
And then you decide what you like about it. Because there's so many different things to like.
Sorry, I forget. Did we establish whether or not Athelstan had been here before? I thought we had. I don't remember. I know I asked at one point, but I don't remember.
I
what we
think
said.
you've seen it.
Yeah.
Like it's been to Darkon, but you were not
Yeah.
allowed to go.
That means he went.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Depending on the time frame, maybe not.
Probably only got to sniff around the edges. Maybe.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
probably got into like the Litwit market, and then you were kind of hauled back, most likely.
Yeah.
Who do I have
Tight leash.
left? Gordon.
Gordon.
Basically big cow. And Alphinius is
He's like,
wizard but goo, like at the same time.
it's very interesting.
Wizard,
I
but
like
goo
it.
at the same slime.
And
Good one.
they also explain who they are. Atlas, I'm assuming you would be translating for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Scream says, we are known as the Skurra. We are Vistani. We are the caretakers of the animals here. We are the entertainers. We are the carriage drivers. We do a lot of the footwork, but we also do a lot of the entertaining. We are everywhere. And our representative, our speaking representative, if you have a problem, you can go speak to her.
They give good pedicures.
Madame Fortuna.
Okay.
If she is not in her wagon, she'll be in the fortune teller's tent with Madame Isolde.
You guys should get your fortunes told. It's not ominous at all. Haha. It was a joke that I said. It's fun though.
Fortune?
Yeah, your fortune.
The shaman of my village would do that sometimes.
Then you should get it done.
Why
Let's
should
go
I? He was never really very good at it.
Well, she's really good at it.
Maggie, Atlas knows that Madame Fortuna is getting on in age, and her protege, Madame Isolde, is also just as good at cards, palm reading, tea leaves, all that stuff.
Yeah, we should all go get it done. It's really fun.
Last time I saw a fortune teller, she was a hag. And then before that, that one almost died of a heart attack because my future and past are both as grim.
Well, hopefully she won't.
She's not on death's door by any means, as far as you're aware. But she's definitely like at a point where
She want to retire.
it's a retirement, but also like,
She old as hell.
it would be okay. There's not much left to do anymore. That sort of elderly acceptance of, I'm good.
I'm just old. I don't feel like going to bridge no more.
I'm old. So, what's the plan? The three say goodbye, and wander off separately into the carnival.
Mm-hmm. I would then turn to our party and say, they're really nice. Okay, remember, no stealing, and I knock on the door.
All right. So coming to Isolde's wagon, it is the largest of all of them. You can see there's a smokestack, sort of billowing smoke, so you assume she's probably inside. There's some lights coming out from the one window in the door, and as you knock, it takes a couple minutes, but eventually the door opens, and a very tall, slender Eladrin elf with dark skin and very, very high ears answers. She's dressed... You guys are adventurers. You kind of know the vibe. You know, the look of armor, the look of somebody who is comfortable in defending themselves. So even just in her posture, you can tell she was an adventurer at some point. She looks down at you, Atlas, and just this very faint smile pulls at her lips. I'm glad you're back safely. Sorry about your ear.
It's okay. It's collateral.
Won't you all come inside?
Do we all fit?
It will be a little tight, but it'll be fine.
Okay. Clop, clop, clop.
Oh no, she's hot.
No, we've seen this picture before.
You
Yeah.
have seen this picture before. So this is Isolde and Nepenthe, which is the sword.
But she doesn't know that I know about the sword.
It's sort
It's
of
like
it's
like
sort
the
of a well-kept
Na'vi.
secret. Like
she's
everybody.
like a purple form of a Na'vi and like fantasy and Star Wars met.
Yeah,
Kinda.
she's hot.
She's got a little bit
Um,
of armor on. Definitely has the sword at her, like it's sheathed at her hip. She's not like holding it out like she is in the picture. She don't got her dick out, guys.
Can't tell. Like it looks like. Does she get like chub? Does she get like chub rub with her thighs, or is that like? Because like I see the trousers and I'm like, are they high waisted or is she getting chub rub like those balloon pants? You know, I just feel bad because like I hate chub rub, especially when it's like on the tippity top of your inside of your thighs.
Yeah, me too.
It's the actual worst.
She seems to be
Anyway.
fine. There is no
No, I'm-
limping in her
I-
gait.
No, I didn't actually. No, I was just looking at the painting. Sorry.
Okay. So she leads you inside, and I've got a map just because that's the kind of basic bitch I am. So let me just throw you all on here.
Go doing the most.
Doing the most.
Show us what's in her brain palace.
why is there just a token of Isolde randomly on my screen?
I don't know.
No,
Okay. Oh, I fixed it. Okay.
don't ask questions.
Atlas produces a gift for her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he gives her one of his bottles of Witchlight wine. He said, I didn't go to the Witchlight Carnival, but I procured this wine.
All right. So you are led into the sort of main room. It looks a little bit like an office. There's a big desk. There's a couple chairs. It will definitely be a little bit of a tight squeeze with everybody. Hang on, hang on, hang on.
I
Okay.
am stopping my actions.
You're good now. You're good.
Oh, this is weird. What did you do, Fantasy Grounds? I'm not sure if I like this or not. Ugh.
So there's beautiful, like multicolored, almost like Aztec-y style rug. There's the furniture, there's her stove, bookcase, and there's like a curtained off area. You think that probably is like a bed space. But you're all welcome in. She takes a seat behind the desk and nods to all of you to make yourselves as comfortable as possible. There's only a couple seats, but you're welcome to do so. Gordon remains outside, just sort of chilling. Assuming
Sly's out
Sly
there.
stays with him.
Atlas checks over at Gordon every few minutes to make sure he hasn't disappeared again.
Yeah, same.
Sly is definitely like latched onto him too. So
Yeah, her tail is like coiled around one of his limbs, and just like the little spade is just like.
Mhm. Atlas bows formally and hands her the wine with both hands.
you know you don't have to be so official with me.
Yeah, but it makes me feel better.
Well, thank you, Atlas. I appreciate this.
These
been a
are all
while.
my friends. This is Keli, Athelstan, Sly, Gordon, Breeze, Razira, and Rain, and Alphinius.
Good to meet you all.
Yeah. So I met them while I was on my quest that I got. There's a few problems. Well, Darkon, it's kind of being destroyed,
I know.
but it's like pretty bad. We're trying to figure out what to do. We went to, what was the jungle place called?
Balashan.
We went to Valashan, and we got stuck in this like blood battle, and it was like that took a long time and was not very fun. Magic made bad things happen.
Oh,
Also,
Hostess.
Athelstan's patron.
I don't know if you. I don't
Oh, do
know
I
if
not
he's
know?
ever. I don't think he's ever referred to Mina as his patron.
Oh, Athelstan's invisible. She's not imaginary, but his like invisible, mostly friend, is there still, and it's
Athelstan's
sad.
like.
and then we went to Scald, and we met. Well, we don't. Do we remember meeting Harkon Lucan or no?
It's
Well, this happened before, and I'm sorry, I'm not good at storytelling. So
That's
we met
okay.
Harkon Lucan, and Breeze did this really, 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 really cool violin battle, and it was really, 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 really cool.
I'm getting the sense of like a 5-year-old telling their mom what they did at camp today.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
we
that's
fought.
basically what's
Then
happening.
we
It's
fought the
cute.
Skeleton King, but he's like not the domain leader. We he was evil, so it's okay what we did, right?
Why did you fight the Skeleton King?
Well, he wanted us to get this crown thing, but then,
Who wanted you to get a crown thing?
well, two
And
people
Rickon.
did. One was the piano lady, who was, and then the other. Does anybody remember her name?
Yeah, one
You
second,
weren't
I
there,
have it.
Keli.
You were
Fuck.
there.
No, I know, but I have it. I have the notes
Would
from
I
the first
remember her in
20
character,
sessions.
Make a history
or would
check.
Breeze remember in character?
It's on your notes. Make a history check.
I don't have those. Rob, it's up to you, because you're the only other character I think was there besides Sly, and Sly's not here to check.
Radaga the Blue.
Thank you, Breeze. And then also, so she wanted it, but then we realized the Skeleton King, like the crown was too powerful after we killed him. And then my friend Dez, I don't think he's friends with everybody else now, or even me, kind of, but I still like him. He put the crown on, and I think it changed him. He also went to this weird temple place in Barovia. By the way, we went to Barovia, but that's later in the story, so hold on.
The Amber Temple.
Yeah, it was. There's bad things there. But first off, we went to New Tepes, and then there was like this cult of people, and they kept murdering people, and it was really scary. And we lost a gnome friend. That makes me sad. Oh, also, while you were in, sorry, I'm not good at storytelling. He's like frantic.
You're
We met Gabriella while we were in Scald, but it's complicated. Keli, is it okay if do you want to tell this part, or?
We weren't with you in
You're
school.
okay.
Okay.
we're in Cartacus.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's what it's called.
That's
And we rescued her, and she had no tongue. She was a drow, and we rescued a man named Valish, and he was a wizard, but he acted like a bard. And then we went to New Tepes, and then all that stuff happened. Then we went to. Then after did we go to?
We went to
We went
Darkon.
to, then we went to Darkon, and yeah, things were bad. Also, Gordon was there.
Hi.
And then we talked to. Well, we looked around a bunch, and you know, it was not good. We met Athelstan. I look at Athelstan like I cut off, and then I look at him like, should I tell her about your family? Kind of like side eyes, a horse side eye. Okay.
I've been side-eyed by a horse. Trust
It's
me.
scary. He goes, well, we met a lot of Athelstan's family. They're well, one of them's nice. The rest of them are interesting. Athelstan got stabbed at this temple where you're not allowed to stab people because the person was playing the game, but then they cheated, so they lost the game. Her name was Beth.
No.
What was her name?
Eris.
Almost close to Beth.
I have referred to her a few times as that plaid-wearing bitch.
Yeah,
Oh, one of those. Yes.
And she did not cheat. She deviated.
Well, wasn't she not supposed to stab you in the god temple where no violence is allowed and we had to ride the scary ship?
Yes.
So that's not nice. Also, I prayed to Kilai's son. He's really cool while I was there. And
You have
then
been quite busy.
oh, I'm not even done yet.
Oh.
Then we went to Barovia recently and we saw Van Richten
Mm-hmm.
and we saw a dragon man and we met Blinsky and I learned that is no fun is no Blinsky, but I think the carnival is really fun too. Don't tell him. It's okay, you can tell him. I'm proud of where I'm from. Anyways, then we went to the we met Esmeralda
Mm-hmm.
and we recovered a bunch of children from an orphanage. And then
They weren't in an orphanage.
they were at the hag's house and we had to take them to the orphanage and we killed 4 hags.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, Athelstan got teleported.
No.
Oh no,
you
we all got
You
teleported.
all got teleported.
You're the only one who made the saving throw.
I thought that.
Yeah, I pat him on the shoulder.
Mm.
And then we took the children back to the orphanage. Des, he made a fleshy hag. Oh, and at some point Gabrielle left the party to go do what her God told her to do, but she died, and then Des brought her back as a ghoul, and then it was not good. Her face looked like hamburger. And then Des betrayed us yeah, and then he tried to kill us all. And then he's gone now. Also,
Oh, you killed him.
No.
No.
Oh.
But he left us alive.
Huh.
And then we dropped the children off, but Esmeralda disappeared and her cart was destroyed, but all the stuff, like all her traps, are like in a box. And then we went to the scary Ravenloft castle and I met a vampire lady and I offered her to drink my blood to see if I taste different on either half.
Why
And
would you
we
do
also
that?
I wanted to know.
Gordon yells from outside for science.
Yeah.
Is she a full vampire or just a spawn?
I
The
looked
Dark
at
Lord of Barovia. Dark Lady of Barovia.
Oh.
He was really nice. He fed us food. And then we also went into the crypt. Oh, we found Alphinius and Rain outside the castle. They were gonna die.
You ate her food?
Yeah. Well, actually, did I? I did. No, I didn't. I
You
think
guys did. Keela, I think, was the only one that didn't.
Razira definitely ate the food. I remember that. And then we went down and we fought a gabagool and zombies, and we swam through acid, and then we fought Strahd's wives, and then we fought a lot of other things, and we rescued Gordon because at this point Gordon has disappeared. I forgot to mention that. Hi, Gordon. He's back now.
Hi. I'm okay.
Yeah. And now we're here. I don't know where we are though. Where are we?
You're in the carnival and we're currently in Icath.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it.
It's an interesting place. I would advise against going into the city proper.
Don't go anywhere near it.
The wilds of Carantor are a little safer.
Have I've ever been here before, this area?
You probably have, but it would have been around like when you were younger, and you wouldn't have been let out of the carnival walls, basically.
Well, I knew this was going to happen at some point. The Mistwalker's obligatory recap episode.
Yep.
You did a great job, Maggie.
As told by somebody with ADHD who has not taken notes.
And who has also not been here a lot too, though.
Yeah.
You hit most of the major points.
Yeah, pretty much
so.
hit everything. Except for the flock of seagulls that's gonna come get you.
It's like
today.
90% of this is the first time Razira is hearing it, and now she is just deeply confused.
Oh, one last thing. We got trapped in a Doodoomancy thing in Katakis, and that was not fun. We also fought a kraken on the sea, like
That was in the Sea of Sorrows,
the
Atlas.
Sea of Sorrows. His name is George, and
George.
he's not happy with us.
Oh,
We also
dear.
fought a banshee there, and Ethelstan's mom is a banshee, but it wasn't her.
What is this Doodoomancy?
Slimy.
Razir.
We have
with
outhouses
the
that do
witty
that.
remarks.
What?
What?
What did you say?
We have outhouses that do that.
The Doodoomancy.
Doodoomancy.
Oh, you're talking about the ones that flush themselves, right?
Yes.
I
I
love that.
can't
This
use
is
that one.
Doodoomancy. The toilets flush themselves.
Yeah.
It's an automatic flush. It's just Doodoomancy. That's beautiful. I'm writing this down.
Yeah.
Title of the
Oh.
episode.
Razira has invented
Legs.
Doodoomancy.
Legs. Anything else that we need to go over? I mean, I plan on asking a few more things after, but I don't know if anybody wants to plead their case first. That's what it's
Atlas will
called.
explain Doonamancy. The time
Oh, yes.
fuckery. magic.
Oh. So it's not what the monkeys do. Got it.
No.
I've never met a do I know
Unless-
any monkeys who can bend
Unless your
time in
monkeys can
Carnival?
travel in time.
With their do.
So, to begin with, I guess Athelstan is an important person in Darkon.
I'm aware of who Athelstan is.
Isn't he amazing?
He's shorter than I thought he would be.
I'm still growing.
Hmm.
And so,
I grow a little every day. I haven't measured myself recently. Out of character, he's over 7 feet tall now. Actually, no, he's approaching 8. Yep.
so Athelstan, we don't know if Darkon can be saved because every time we've tried to save it, something bad has happened, and then we realized that we were on a fool's errand.
Oh,
So we're trying to figure out if maybe we can get people out of Darkon and into realms before their souls like evaporate and are trapped or die. Or we don't know what happens when a realm collapses.
no, we
Also,
don't.
Razira's realm collapsed. Right?
What realm did you
Am
be-
I wrong?
You're wrong.
I am wrong.
Razira came from the material plane of Chult.
I thought it was a realm. Never. Wait, Razira, am I right or wrong?
I don't know.
They're from Chult.
I don't know where that is, but I don't think it's a domain of dread.
Okay, maybe
It's
I'm
in the
wrong
material
then.
plane.
Oh, yeah, we also met another guy from the material plane. His name was Alaric, and he had a family, but his wife was a changeling, and they had a baby. Also, we met a person who was also a centaur, but they disappeared. And then we also met a guy named Yinrik, and I like Yinrik, but I don't think anybody else did.
At this point, you see that Isolde
That
has
Yenrik is right there.
cracked open the wine and is drinking straight from the bottle.
Mhm.
For you.
The rest of us are all just sitting there like, yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've met him too.
I have known Atlas for many years.
No, Yinrik.
Oh, Yinrik.
I meant the rabbit.
Oh, no, I don't know who that is.
He'd make most of us want
Oh.
to do that.
I was gonna
Ah.
say you knew me since I hatched from an egg, but I learned that wasn't true recently.
No, you were already born from your mother when I met you,
Yeah,
not from an
But-
egg.
I realized
Well,
that.
technically, there are eggs involved. They're just not visible to the naked eye.
Don't
I
confuse
But
me.
learned
but we already talked about that, Atlas. We
Yeah, I
did go
learned it
into a
like
very
5 years
physical
ago.
sex education. We did do that.
So we were wondering if you knew any ways we could help get people out of Darkon, and maybe they could work here, and if not, they can go to Barovia, but they won't have any protections, but they won't be killed on sight, which is okay.
Well, we do have talismans to Darkon and Barovia.
Also, Rain wanted to go to Darkon for some reason, but she won't tell us why.
No, she sort of told us she wants to kill my brother because he threatened to kill her. To
Well,
take her
Won't
place.
just letting the realm collapse do that?
Not if he escapes.
Oh,
You'd have to figure out how to do that.
do you know how Ansel and Rex escaped?
Ozolin.
Antsland.
No,
Antland?
his name was
Aslan.
actually Antsland is pretty great too. Me and Mina had a few names for him, but none of are very appropriate to say in polite company.
I
Oh,
think I'm not
Apple
polite company.
Stand. Apple Stand is born from Antsland? Okay.
Yes.
Found that out
Oh
recently.
my god, you guys, can we just get through this?
No.
There has been rumor of how he escaped, but nothing concrete.
Can we hear the rumors?
Of course. One of them was he sold his soul to Mephistopheles to escape. But I found that hard to believe, as another rumor says he has no soul and therefore could not be held by the domains to begin with. Another was he found chemical formula of some sort that allowed him to see the fabric of the weave, that allowed him to step through it, thus creating the King's Tear. None of them are based in fact, they are all supposition. There's even another one that indicates that it was a tragic mishap in his laboratory.
The King's Tear is really, everywhere.
For those of you at home listening to this in a podcast form, Atlas has just raised their arms and sprinkled their fingers as if they were to say imagination.
Why is the king crying?
No, the
It's
King's Tear is a
Tear.
place. Was a place. Semi
Is
is
a
a place.
place.
But, do you
This is the
think
first
we
time
should
we're
have
hearing
some
it.
of the talismans to Darkon to bring people out? We won't be able to get everybody, but maybe a few people.
They wouldn't need Darkon talismans, they would need Barovian.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Well, we have to
others.
get to Darkon somehow.
We have talismans
We
to
have-
get to Darkon.
Oh, they don't expire when you use them once?
No.
Oh, I don't know why I thought that. Okay.
Have you been throwing away your talismans, Atlas?
They're
They're not single use.
I think no. Atlas would know in character, but Maggie might.
Oh.
I think he would know in character because.
I just imagine Atlas hanging them from his horn like a freaking
Earring.
air freshener.
No,
in
I
his
still
car.
have mine. I still have mine.
It's like those charms you put on your phone.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you would be interested in helping us out. It would be nice because we did meet nice people in Darkon. I make big chibi sad horse eyes at her. Yep.
There are things that need to be done before we can move the carnival. The easiest way will be to move it to Darkon, assemble all who still live, and then leave.
Would you be willing to do that?
Would that put the carnival in danger?
Of course.
Not in necessarily the physical sense, but the metaphysical sense.
Of going
realm
to a
instead of a realm
dying a domain.
disappearing.
Yes. Absolutely, it would put us in danger. But it would be the fastest way to get any survivors out.
Athelstan like reaches into his pack and like kind of pulls out the most recent map he has of Darkon with the added mists that he saw last he was there.
Okay.
And he gestures to like the left side where the cape comes in down into the area of like gods, what's that village called? I always forget what the village is called. Where the Sprite pub is.
Oh, Ravalis.
Ravalis, thank you. He kind of indicates to most of this side of the map. Oh shit, that's worse than I remember.
Yeah.
The right side of the map is the more intact side.
Yeah, it was updated by somebody. I forget who. But somebody went
I
in and
think
like
it was
updated it for you.
Us. Yeah, I think it was us when we were at the pub in Ravalis.
Yeah, no, it was worse because the
Or
Ravalis
was it
was
Tomlin? Or was
Ravalis
it Tommen?
it was somebody, but Ravalis used to still be there, but it's not there anymore.
Ravalis is still there. It's just the mist is bumping up against it right now.
No, Ravalis is half taken, as far as you know.
It's half taken.
Yeah.
It's nearly gone.
So, that was Eb that updated us when we were there.
I can't get the fucking... They took away my little corner thing where I could pull the map around, and I have to use arrows.
You can
like
still use
some
your
sort
middle...
of a peasant.
Yeah, if you still push your mouse wheel, it'll still do it.
But it also like makes the map leave the back side of the thing. Sorry, I'm like getting all frustrated.
Huh? Okay.
Where are you trying to zoom into?
I'm just looking. No, I got it.
Okay. So she sort of looks down at this map and...
There's not much left, but...
No, there isn't.
I know that if there's anything left of Ravalis, I would... If anyone is there, I can try and message them. But... I don't think that he's like kind of brushing his finger over the veil of tears, and he says, this area, especially near Nevishar Springs, I believe has been taken by Illithid.
What makes you think that?
There's talk of a wounded elder brain taking root nearby, and some of the clues that we have are based off of communications I had previously with my sister.
Blitzburg. They're everywhere. They're even in this carnival.
Yes, they are.
What?
She wasn't herself. Never would she talk like that.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Athelstan, but what? You knew all along?
Yes, of course. I know everyone who comes into the carnival.
Why are they here?
They've broken free of their elder brain.
Oh, okay. Okay. When I was in Cartacus, I saw them, and I went into the little Bloodspur house, and I pretended to be a rabbit to avoid suspicion.
And they didn't see right through you.
They didn't find me. I only went in for a few minutes and then out. And it was really scary. And we fought some Illithid. That wasn't fun. But that was later.
They are quite a difficult foe.
You should make mention of our repeat offender friend.
Oh,
and
the one that
Sly outside is like, I hate that guy.
Yes, the one that Sly fucking threw a shoe in his fucking head.
I threw him into a hole. He broke my hole. I'm so mad. Her portable hole, her folding portable hole, not her vagina.
Understood.
But that's what I call mine, the folding portable.
No.
The folds of his portal.
Oh no! I
Oh.
don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
But
This
yeah,
is the practical exam for sex education.
so yeah, that happened. When I was also in Cartacus, I looked up in a big telescope and I saw the blood spur, and it felt like a deep fear was rooted inside me that I have been trying to shake for the last, time that I left. And it's hard, but I'm working on it.
Difficult to live with fears, and Illithid are definitely one of those. You do know that they are Illithid, right? Not Bloodspur? Bloodspur is their home.
I saw it
Hmm.
in the telescope. I saw beyond the stars, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't
Atlas,
like it.
you're spiraling.
Can I roll wisdom?
Sure.
His potted plants like stroke his back gently, reassuringly. It's okay, bro.
15?
You're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could talk to the free illithids and ask them what we should do.
They are extremely private. I'd have to get their permission to expose their identity first.
Well, if you want to ask, you can. If not, they don't want to. I understand. I'm shy too. But I've gotten less shy.
I can tell.
Yeah, I'm talking now.
It's an
My
improvement.
friend told me that I'm allowed to take up space, and that is okay.
You absolutely are, Atlas.
You didn't speak growing up either?
Not a lot. It made doing a lot of jobs really hard. That's why I thought therapy mime would be a good occupation, but it didn't work out. Alice remembers accidentally giving bad advice.
And the Skurra are very particular.
Yeah, it's not easy. I
It's
also
really
tried
not
food service, but you need to talk to do food service. You also need to not scald yourself with caramel and then end up in the medical tent. Did you know
You're
that
gonna say it,
caramel
Razira?
hurts?
Yes. Hot things usually.
I still have the scars from working in the food industry.
Me too. Razira, what were you about to say?
At least you had a chance to learn to speak before you were an adult.
Yeah.
Because, simple fact, she didn't learn how to transform until she hit adulthood.
Oh, really? I didn't know that in character.
That's just how natural born werewolves work.
Oh, okay.
So back to your situation with Darkon. We can go there.
I don't know if the people that are left are worth saving. Because now they fight over what's left. Madame Eris last held Ilatuk.
Not for us to decide, Athelstan.
I understand, Kielai. I understand, trust me. There are people I know there, but they don't deserve that fate. Disappear into nothingness.
Assuming that is what happens.
Assuming that is what happens.
If this map is accurate, I think the best place for us to set up our tent is around Karg. It's central enough to what's left.
Are you able to control where you enter a domain?
Yes and no. Sometimes it's a little easier than it should be.
Can we get a little
And-
out of character? Can we get a little exposition on the natives of Darkon's experience with folks from Karg and around there in like Dalagia and Makel and such?
Oh, like, what do you
Have
mean?
Athelstan and I traveled that far east?
It's
Yeah,
Darkon.
you've been all over
Athelstan's been
Darkon.
everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
What do you
what is up there?
mean exactly?
Like who's in who, like what is Karg, like who what is their thing? I know that the Bratislava Institute has like very specific specific things about how magic should be done and whatnot, and is currently probably being run by doppelgangers, and Ayla took quite literally run by doppelgangers for some reason under the guidance or puppeteering of, or she is the puppet, Madame Eris, and Nevishar Springs is possibly a cesspool, is possibly a breeding pool full of illithid tadpoles, and his sister, and I forget exactly where Rain said she knew of Ranlar's location most recently.
Rain thinks that Ranlar is either in Dalagia or in the Tempe Hills.
What do we know of Karg then as people who are from there or from
Mainly farmers.
Darkon?
There's not a whole lot of like differences in class or power structure or anything like that. Not like in Elatuk. Karg is very much a farming town.
I liked Karg.
Are they gonna panic if the carnival shows up there?
No, we've
No,
been
they've
in the area before.
a long time ago. I can still remember the taste of a candied apple.
Be sure to get yourself one.
This time it won't be covered in grass.
Hopefully not, unless you're into that sort of thing.
I mean, I've eaten grass. It's not terribly nutritious. It's a very vain plant.
How long would it take you to prepare to leave for Darkon?
The carnival can be packed up within 48 hours, but if we are
Isolde
to
didn't agree to it yet.
if we are to
I'm
move,
just asking.
we need at least a 10 days preparation to send the runners ahead. Start selling tickets, put up flyers in what's left. Given the situation, I will drop the admission charge to 3 copper in order to try and get as many people interested in coming as possible.
I think I can also help. I have lots of money.
Yeah, Athelstan is already
was
reaching
going
to his
to-
belt.
I was gonna ask is it possible for us to set some aside for those that wish to come to the carnival?
Yes, of course.
If we
If you wish to sponsor
ahead.
their entry, that's fine.
Yeah. Alice literally has like 320 platinum, 4,942 gold, 1 electrum, 3,609 silver, and then like
Yeah,
over
we've
3,000
got a lot of
copper.
money.
freaking Electra.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got the one.
I got the one
I was
electrum
gonna
too.
Red Zero's probably just willing to just hand over her entire coin purse just because of the simple fact that when does she use any money?
That's true.
I don't
Athelstan
think that's
places 100
necessary.
platinum on the table.
Atlas would match that.
They're my people.
Do you think that's enough?
I have more. I do not worry. At least have this aside
more
for
as
those
well.
who lead. At least have this aside. We can square up later. I'm not worried about it.
So do we want to say we put like 200 platinum between the two of us down?
Sure.
She picks up the platinum pieces and just kind of like rubs them between her fingers. Puts them on the scale on her desk.
It is blood money.
Isn't all money blood money?
Yes. But I hope it will.
It is. It's made of blood. I thought it was made of metal.
It is made of metal. It is a metaphor.
Do we need? What does the scale
Cruel
look like?
irony.
Does it look even?
She hasn't like put anything on the other side of the scale. She's just sort of set them on there to see if like the weight looks to be about what she expects. She hasn't like balanced it. She hasn't taken anything off or put anything on other than the platinum pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
12 days.
You can have it.
Very well.
I'll tell you all I know of who I know, anywhere I know, anybody I know.
We know Darkon. It's a matter of what's left of Darkon.
Yes. People who you can trust, the people who you can throw to the wind.
We don't
Who you
trust
hold
anybody
back.
beyond our fence line.
Well, I say trust in a very light manner.
Oh, Van Richten escaped. He's in Darkon. He's fine.
Now he's in Barovia.
That one.
Yes,
Someone
I-
should probably stop by his house and release the ravens.
If his house isn't already gone.
Probably already gone.
Looking at the latest updated map, it's gone.
Maybe they escaped by themselves.
They probably did. They're ravens. The ravens hold more power than we ever give them credit for. Knowing. I looked at chat and all I saw was horse genitals. Good gods.
That's why he's wearing 2 pairs of pants in character.
He is, though, everybody. That is canon.
But, is there anything we can do to help prepare?
We'll need to send out the word to everyone. Get them ready.
Do you want me to go out with my friends and send the word, and they can see everything on the carnival on the way?
No, you don't need to do that. I have runners for that.
Yeah. I would trust the folks who have been doing this specific thing to get their task done in the most swift way possible. But I would offer my services and where you need me. In the meantime. And I also ask for not only refuge for my people, but here for my friends. At least for a while, or occasionally. A lot of us have been unhomed. And my home lies in pieces.
So you're looking to...
Belong somewhere.
Mm.
At least in a temporary state. I don't control where the others go. But they've stuck with us so far.
Well,
Some of them
Where
can't
the-
go home.
I'm sure Atlas at least has told you that if you pull your weight, you can stay as long as you need.
I don't weigh much.
It's true. At least in this form, she doesn't.
Yes, but how much do you eat?
That's a different story.
I hunt.
Hunting helps.
She's very good at that. You could compare that to a quite literal trail of dead werewolves across a 2-mile radius.
Interesting.
They got in the way.
As they do sometimes.
Yeah.
Where's their need in the carnival right now?
There's always need everywhere. Depends on your skill set.
Breeze is an excellent flute player. And a great storyteller.
What sort of stories do you weave, Breeze?
Those of fantasy and adventure.
as well as satire. Or
Only when I'm
parody.
angry.
Mm. I like it when you're angry.
Well, the Tavern on the Run, you can work out schedule with our resident bard.
When they're at their best, Keli can, as well as Gordon, lift a whole lot of shit and put it down where you tell them to.
They're always
But
in
Keli
need of
is also-
security.
Keli is also an excellent healer, experienced, and also was a field medic.
A different life, yes.
She also has skills in lesbianism.
We're not that kind of carnival, Atlas.
No, I just think it's important to.
No brothels, really?
Oh no.
The Litwib Market has a brothel, but we don't.
Making
Who
a
knows?
note
And
for
who knows,
that.
Keely,
for
there
Wednesday
were a
night
lot of-
campaign on Tuesday.
There were a lot of pretty girls they passed, Keli.
I think I'm good for a little while.
Razira, as she said, is an excellent hunter, but she can be big and she can be small. And also, as you've noticed, I'm sure, has an astounding ability to say the wittiest thing at the most opportune and inopportune moments.
I feel that is more on accident.
Yes, but nevertheless, it is true. Alphinius,
We can't
not
ask you
from
to
here.
stay.
you don't have to stay. You can do whatever the hell you want, nor you can stay with us. We
Oh,
owe
I
you-
know.
Well, actually, no, we don't owe you because we saved your ass first, so I guess we're even.
We are even indeed.
I would like at least a brief description of what happened when things happened when stuff wasn't happening. If that makes sense. When time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yep. We'll talk about that later.
Razira
Well,
was the
Phineas is-
only one that figured that out.
Thought we established, like, there wasn't there. I'm pretty sure I did a check.
Nope.
It's like you're pretty sure that there was
Charlie.
a spell in which you lost time.
That's about all you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Cool. Excellent. Anyway,
And the barbarian is the one that figured it out, which is hilarious.
that is hilarious. Sly. She's got connections. She is very good at becoming nothing but smoke. A listener.
She'd probably be good at, those shows where the people throw the knives and just miss
That
people and
She has an act. She actually has an act. Yeah, you're right. Sly, show her your shoe slingshot. That requires me to let go of Gordon. And I won't be doing that anytime soon. But I do have a slingshot. And I can summon a bag of shoes. Of varying sizes, shapes, and colors.
And pointing.
I don't know where they come from, but it sure hurts people when I hit them with them. I killed a man once with one. He called me a bitch. And he's in a river now.
Generally, when someone is in that thing, it's to not hit them.
aim for that too.
Mm-hmm.
You would want somebody who is very good at their aim in that capacity.
Indeed. Thoughtful. How about of you, Athelstan?
I was about to talk about Rain. Rain is good at insulting people.
Wonderful. Just what we need.
Rain is good at punching things.
And she's very good at punching things. Very, very good at punching things.
She's so good she can heal you with her punches.
Yes. It's like reverse pain. it's actually, it hurts as much as it does heal. It was, yeah.
Interesting.
Me, I can grow things, I can
Hi, pasta.
wither things, I can cook.
You wish to cook?
Not a, I could. I would need, well, I have a bit of a handicap at the moment. Still trying to, he like kind of like shuffles his hand to cover his glove on the glove that he holds over his left hand, over his left forearm. Still learning. But
There is enough work to go around for all of you, if that's what you wish to do. You wish to make this some sort of traveling home base. Is that what you're after?
out. It is
I
easy to want
guess.
something when you have nothing.
Might be nice.
Yeah, what? A lot of my friends can't go home.
Rain just likes, I would like to sleep in a bed.
You
And
slept
I
in
think-
one 2 nights ago.
And I think it would be really great if the all had access regularly to baths and showers. So that way they can maintain some semblance of a routine of hygiene.
I cast prestidigitation on my face. I don't know what you're talking about.
Something like that, Isolde.
Well, like I said, you pull your weight, you can stay.
It's the only way I know how to do it.
We can have some of the Skurra put together some wagons for you. You'll need to
I can
secure
help.
your own horses. And I would prefer you not use Atlas as one of your horses.
He offered that one
He
time.
offers
just
all
saying.
the time.
He offered that one time. We did not make
All
him.
the time.
Yes, that is true. He does like pulling things. He has the build for it. I will say that. The build, like a Shire, it is a force to behold. You're really expecting just a gigantic horse head, and then you look and it's a man. A really beautiful, gorgeous man with a shiny horn.
Before Death betrayed us, he thought I was a dwarf on a centaur.
You mean a dwarf on a horse?
I can put
Yeah, sorry.
No, dwarf on a centaur. He said what he said.
I can
Out of
pull
character
things.
moves. Maggie has barely slept in days.
Yeah,
So-
Razir can turn into a big tiger and pull things.
Was that Charlie?
I don't know.
Of course, I simply just pointed out things that these folks can do. They can do a great many things as well. But I think securing our own horses and
Or oxen.
and helping, or
Elephants,
oxen.
even.
Actually, oxen. I know a couple of oxen that are basically afraid of nothing. So I think I'm like pro oxen. I'm very pro oxen.
Fair.
Or giant goats.
You can find some giant goats, yes?
Met one once. Her name was Primrose.
You'll
We
have...
could always go back to Balishan, grab a couple of the behemoths.
No. That would make them further an invasive species. They're already showing up in places that they shouldn't be. And you hear from outside, the crunch. If they were our beasts of burden, we couldn't eat them. You're right, but crunch.
Very well. Well,
Wonderful.
you have 12 days to sort yourselves out.
Is there any place you might suggest nearby where one can secure beasts of burden
That was
that
Charlie, though.
is not
Yeah, I saw him come
um,
down the stairs.
anywhere near the Golden City or within the bounds of losing your memory and your time?
Oh, you've been on the poor end of ICATH, have you?
Yes.
I don't know.
Karator as a
place is-
whole is under the same spell, but it is far more prevalent in the city.
Yes.
There are some other areas you could go looking. And she starts shuffling through, like, some paperwork on her desk to get you a map.
Are we about to achieve another map? I add it to my inventory.
Yes.
It
We all
sh-
get
it-
the Zelda sound as we pick up the map, and it floats above our hands for literally no reason.
And it shines with a golden outline. Ba 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 ba.
Yep, just a moment. It's just loading in.
Conflores. We don't wanna go to Caratores, 'cause they took away our memory. Oh fuck. Oh. Oh no. You're welcome.
I'm gonna pull at Agni real quick and go to the bathroom.
Okay. They changed everything on Fantasy Grounds, and now I can never remember where anything
Right?
is.
Yeah. Everything's
Mhm.
different.
Everything moved.
While you're doing that, Isolde, tell me, I would like to know if you know of this spell that takes anyone who enters its gates.
I don't understand the question.
You said under the same spell as the Golden City.
Oh,
What
I
makes
meant
you
it's
figuratively? Oh,
figuratively. It is not an actual spell.
why does it happen?
That I do not know,
Why does nobody know about it? Because they forget.
because they forget.
Is it only the Golden City that does that, or is it the whole of the calf?
We're in Karatur. ICATH is the capital city.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood.
No, that's okay. It is the entire area, but it is far more prevalent in ICATH. Far more dangerous in ICATH.
If this is the punishment, I thought that Darkon was one of the only realms whose punishment was the lack of knowledge or to the ability to retain knowledge. Why is it here?
That I don't know.
What is it here?
Again, I do not know.
He looks over at Heli. All I remember is gold, jade statues,
Jade and crumbling statues. Yes,
crumbling,
I'm aware.
and I couldn't feel her. She wasn't there. But it's
I
at
think
least
I
not
remember
prevalent.
even less than you.
Strange smiles.
If we
Ah.
go looking for beasts of burden out here, are we going to have to present ourselves to the Dark Lord of Karator as well?
Most likely.
Fuck.
And they're in Calf.
I don't
Yes.
want to go there.
Of course they are.
I can just send them a letter.
Who is the Dark Lord of Karator? Like, do you know their name?
I do.
Are you allowed to say their name?
I am. Are you sure you wish to know it?
No, but we probably should anyways.
What if, like, only one of us knows? like the rest of us can step outside.
I would know it.
I feel like
Okay, we'll find it
you
out.
wouldn't necessarily know it though, not anymore.
I said I would want, like, I mean, I would want to know it.
I hold Keeli's hand. Yeah.
I wasn't able to meet them. I know that.
That doesn't surprise me. She keeps herself very secluded within her palace. Her name is Tang Yen. I'll put that in chat for you.
Okay. And is there anything you can tell us about Karator?
As a whole,
That would be general knowledge. Yes, as a whole.
I know some information. We are currently on the Kathchiang Plateau, some miles northeast of Ikath.
This map is very long.
It is
It is.
long because it's in
Archipelago.
archipelago. Thank you.
Archipelago?
Archipelago.
Octopus. Octopus.
Archipelago?
Yes.
Where are we right now?
You are in the Kathchiang Plateau, and I'll put a marker
Aha,
on the
I
map
see
here
it.
for
I
you.
see it. I see. Bujito Overlook.
Just put Isolde. You're like here-ish.
Ote. Okay. Any place nearby that you would recommend to not lose oneself, but also enough to purchase one's own horses or oxen or whatever can pull a carriage.
Dire Ridge may have some beasts of burden. If you go beyond the plateau, you'll have the most luck, most likely in the slope, or if no assistance can be found there, Grim Flame to the direct south.
It's a lot of travel for only 12 days.
It is.
We will try Dark Ridge first, if that is agreeable to everybody.
I mean, I don't know where we're going,
Closest.
so might as well.
Fine with me. Do you guys want to see anything at the carnival before we leave, or do you want to save it for when we come back?
What are these candies apples you guys keep saying about?
We'll grab one
Well,
of those
what
on our
time
way
is
out.
it? We could spend the night here maybe and leave, right?
It's like early evening.
Yeah, so why don't we
So
spend the
maybe we
night
leave
here?
in the
We can go
morning.
get Razira a candy apple and see if Lady Fortuna maybe could tell our fortunes.
Sure.
Where can my friends stay?
We don't have anything really available at the moment, but I'll have
We
some
can
of
put up a
the
tent.
Skurra begin working. You can always
We have,
stay.
like- We have a shelter, we just need somewhere to put it up.
Oh, if you have a shelter of yourselves, you can put it in the rest somewhere, wherever you need to find space. Otherwise, there is
Okay.
the Last Birth Inn, but that's in Litwick, so be mindful of your purses.
I look at Sly.
Pocket says?
So, why don't we go get candy apples?
Peter, when you did that, it just reminded me of Gollum.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Pocket says. Precious.
Is
We
there
go get
anything-
candied apples.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
I think
Okay.
Athelstan would be to be the last one out of the wagon, and he would kind of like duck his head and he'd say, "Thank you."
Pasta, what are you doing to your poor mother?
There is no reason to thank me. Not yet. There's still a favor owed. Cash aside.
I understand that. But even considering it, putting your own people in danger for the possible safety or possible detriment of others.
Know that I do this for Atlas and not for you.
I understand. Alice has a good heart.
He does. He was treated very poorly by the other Carnival
Yes.
masters.
Yes. For that I worry.
Of?
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Getting to be allergy season again.
Mm-hmm.
We all have our own childhood traumas,
Don't we all?
but his was baseless.
I agree.
There was completely baseless, and anybody who hurt him the way they made him hurt others, I don't care for it.
That is a position where we are aligned. Nobody hurts my family in any way,
And everybody likes Atlas.
as far
And
as I
people
know.
who really try to hate, and even people who really try to hate him.
There are a few people who perhaps are as not forgiving or patient.
Atlas is very forgiving. He
Fair.
he has always tried, even when somebody has severely hurt him.
Do you think I'm responsible for how he was treated?
At first I did, because I wasn't sure exactly the stories of... I don't know when you came to be a part of his life, but for a while I did think maybe you didn't have a hand directly in it, but one who stands idly by is just as culpable. But maybe you couldn't do anything.
I was nowhere near here. I was in the
For that.
Shadowfell.
For that I am sorry. My assumptions I am sorry for. But I am heartened to know that I was wrong.
Nobody hurts my family. And that includes my family.
I'll do my best. He leaves.
So we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be
Yeah.
back.
I'm thirsty.
Me too. Go ahead and check out
Wow,
Canadian
water.
Dice if you haven't already, and we'll see you when we get back. Hello?
Wow.
Hello?
have a pasta.
We had snacks and water.
And pancakes.
I said snacks. That was included in the pancakes.
Is pancakes a snack or is it a meal?
Yes.
Depends on what you're using it for.
I was hungry and I wanted
I like to make mini waffles.
I had the muffin.
I had a mini waffle maker, but it was
Yeah.
it wasn't fast enough for my purposes. Also, I wanted pancakes.
Fair enough. All right. So you all leave Isolde's wagon. Where are you headed?
Candy apples?
What's that?
I reassuringly run a hand along Sly's shoulder and give Gordon a pat to let them know that I know that I don't know.
What was that for?
Oh.
I don't know, just to reassure
'cause?
myself.
Oh.
Just cause.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
How's Gordon looking, by the way?
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He's looks tired and thick.
You look like you needed it,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
and it only hurts when people touch me. It doesn't hurt when I touch them.
That's fair.
right now, at least.
Okay. So looking for candy apples, and because I found this on break.
Oh no. No!
There's
If you bring Bob
pennies.
here.
What?
If you bring Bob in here.
No. We
Bob's
have-
already
We have
technically.
pings now.
Oh, pings?
Yes.
Was that what you were yelling about? I was like, I was like,
Yes.
Ping. Thanks to your new friend Ping, you will spend tonight's picking up every single grain of rice. Tomorrow, the real work begins. That's how I imagined our our employee orientation for
Basically.
the carnival.
So this blue tent over here by the big top has all sorts of confectionery items, truffles, candy apples, cotton candy, whatever.
Everything on a stick.
Mhm.
Anything sweet on a stick. It's confection. It's not.
Oh, it's
Like-
not state fair kind of on a stick.
No, it's not like corn dogs and stuff. It's literally just like sweets. It's like a little bakery tent type.
Yo, but
situation.
why corn dogs so good though? It's the cornmeal.
It's the cornmeal.
Have
Yeah.
you ever had
They had-
Korean corn dogs? Those are fucking dope too.
I mean, I prefer the breakfast ones where it's literally a sausage dipped in
Ooh.
pancake batter.
Those are good.
Those are good. Anyway,
I don't think I'd be able to eat that.
Oh, they're good
I don't know
though.
why, but it doesn't sound
It-
appetizing.
They can
to
dipped
me.
in chocolate at the state fair last
You know what
year
I'm
here.
You know what sounds amazing?
Mm,
Proper fry bread made by
Ooh.
Auntie.
yeah.
My
Oh,
gods.
that's good.
Or you take a
Auntie?
bit, or you take a pancake batter. You put a banana on a stick, dip that in the pancake batter, and then dip that in chocolate after it's fried.
Ooh.
that sounds
And then
pretty
put
good.
it in the freezer.
Anyway,
Can we get Rosira a candy apple?
yes.
We pay for it and Athelstan like hands it down to her when we as the audience just like zoom in on her like taking it into her eyes are like,
Yeah, it's about as big as your face. Like these are big fucking apples.
yeah, literally that's the first thing that Athelstan says. This is a big fucking apple.
How do you like
I
them apples?
5 silver for whoever gets an apple.
Got it.
I'll pay 5 silver. I want an apple. Breeze, you want an apple?
Yeah, I'm buying one.
Oh, I wasn't- okay.
We're all getting one. Gordon, how do you feel about a candied apple?
I'm not feeling it right now, but thank you.
Slides like I can get two, like one for the road and like one for right now. And like if you want
When
a
is-
little bit of the second one later, I can I'll probably share with you, but like I'm gonna pretend like I'm mad about it.
I mean, we
'Cause, like,
could
it's my
just come
food.
back tomorrow morning. It's kind of hard to keep a candy apple in your bag. Trust me, I've tried.
You
When
Right,
is the
it's
last
too
time
s-
that Gordon actually ate?
Oh.
Did he eat breakfast with us?
Yeah.
Sly sees it and she's like, "Oh, it's too sticky. Never mind."
It's very sticky.
And Athelstan's like, "Fine." And he just like, because the person just goes to like hand it to them and ask for pay, and Athelstan's like, "Fine, I'll get one." So that way he didn't waste his time.
I'm just imagining somehow Rosira's had it stuck to the side of her head.
Oh
Yes.
no!
Yes, I am all for that.
Okay.
You said 3?
5.
5.
5 silver for a candy apple.
Do I get an employee discount?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you do. 3
What
silver
is it?
for you.
It's like,
Yay.
well, that's not a bad discount. What's that percentage wise, Rob?
40.
Okay.
3 silver out of 5.
I said Rob duality. I understand. You're the funny furry one. Rob's the math gay.
40%.
I wanted Rob to stay.
I'm sorry. Rob?
No, it's okay.
3 out
I'll
of
ask
5.
I'll ask a
would be
different math
60%.
question.
But you're getting
Ah!
you're paying 60%. It's a
Mhm.
40% discount.
Oh, 40% discount. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll ask a different math question for you later, Rob, so that way and then one only you can answer.
All right.
Rob, are you the square root of -1? Because
Everybody.
You're unreal.
Wow. Everybody who has a candy apple,
Imaginary.
please roll me a D100.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, I'm so excited. Carnival
What?
magic, Fey
Oh.
magic, Fey wild magic. Oh, I'm so excited.
Do we
So
pass?
this is if we bite into it, right? This is when we bite into it.
Yes.
I'm not sure if Athelstan will like it, so this is going to be a very interesting. A D100. Bam.
I want a candy apple so bad.
Oh no, those are all Those are all numbers.
What
Yeah.
are we
third-
rolling again?
you
A
gotta-
100?
Got an 86, a 98, a 41, a 47.
Sly had one.
Oh shit! I don't control Sly. Sly is not in my possession. Sly was not available. So could
Should
you roll
be.
for her?
She is
No.
now.
You can just roll another D100 and we'll.
Roll
She
D100.
Oh,
is
it's
now
fine.
available. Okay. Meh. Too late.
Great.
67. Oh, I was 2 away from 69.
All right. So Razira and Atlas. Need you to roll me a D8.
Oh dear. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
5?
Okay.
Be a cabbage, be a cabbage,
4.
be a cabbage.
So Atlas, as you take your first bite, so bad. Your head begins to grow,
Yup.
and your head is now twice the size it normally is.
Oh
I
no.
thought you were gonna say that he had a donkey face, and I'm just like,
No, so
very
you have
weird
a
shaped neck.
your head is 2 times the size. It's not any heavier. It's not going to cause neck problems or anything like that. It's just bigger.
Atlas has fulfilled their dream to become a bobblehead.
Horn and ears, everything. Like it's all just double the size. Razira.
Oh, dear.
You are under the enlarge spell, essentially.
Oh shit.
Big kitty, a mancoon.
So
Hmm.
she is now the size of her hybrid form
But
in
as her,
her Axie form.
that's adorable.
These effects last for 1 minute. Or, sorry, 1 hour.
Wow. Atlas has big head.
Razira is looking down confused. She does not remember transforming.
Well, you did.
You can talk.
Either way, it was delicious. It tastes wonderful. It's nice, and it's got that really like hard, sticky bite of the candy. And then when you get into the actual apple, it's got sort of that like warmed cook on the outside, but then like that crunchy, effervescent sweetness of an apple, like the firmness of it. It's a nice mouthfeel.
Tell me the vendor, it like gets them from Cottonwood.
Yes.
Apparently, yes.
Yes.
Breeze, can you help me get this unstuck? She says as she's apparently got a candy apple horn.
But this is all like taking place in a second, but yeah.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation.
Razira, we're twins.
I
No,
don't
not.
know if prestidigitation works. The best I can do is
No, she got a bald patch! Oh no!
This poor tiger is missing 3 claws and has like this bald patch now. Like,
This is right under
Oh,
little
no.
nosy.
Does anything happen to the rest of us?
Ah!
probably had to roll 90 or higher.
Yep.
Well, okay, but one thing I think, roleplay wise for Athelstan, I think when he bites into it, he tastes it tastes amazing, like you say, and it's juicy and it's sweet, but I think when he tastes it, he feels the sting of a horse crop on his face as a memory in that first time
Ah.
he tasted one. And he kind of like lowers it, finishes chewing at it, and
This would have been the point when Razira got the candy apple stuck. Probably she saw you doing that. She looks over at you after taking a bite, and the candy apple was too close to her face, so it got stuck.
oh, sorry, Rizzy. Oh yeah, because you're right here now. Oh, sorry, Razira. Prestidigitation to clean your fur and therefore to get the sticky off.
Yeah, we can say that works rather than waxing you.
I wasn't sure if it would work because it's not something that's like just on you. It's
And he like soothes her. He like just
an
like
item.
you know when you do like the kitty nosy
Now,
little touchy.
now, now she's curious how big he'd be in hybrid form.
Please don't. I know what you're thinking.
Make a past check.
Alice,
Does anybody
Lord.
want to? Does anybody want to? It's got a patch of Razira fur on it, but does anybody want to finish this? I don't think I can.
You're okay.
Oh damn!
You okay, Athelstan? I don't want it, but
Just a sensory thing.
that sucks.
Mm,
If you don't want it, you
didn't-
don't gotta eat it.
Didn't think I
I'll eat it.
handed over to Atlas.
Oh.
It has Razira fur on it.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I would have like, oh, okay, you're consuming it. I did say it had a patch of hair on it.
It's just
Um,
texture.
Actually, no, I cleaned the sticky from the hair. It did touch her hair, but you know, maybe there was shedding. It is whatever season it is here in Karatur.
It is very confusing season.
Yes.
It's yeah, sensory.
It's literally the type of weather like my sister has a husky and you can tell when you can pull a big clump out just by like the puff of the fur. That's the
To-
temperature it is.
To be fair, Razira is basically always in a climate-controlled area.
Yeah, but you're
Um,
still affected by the seasons, and with the movement between domains, it's different.
Literally out of character. Sorry, my friend has a friend who has a Samoyed,
Oh yeah, same thing.
and he has been spinning. My friend has like collecting, cleaning, and spinning the fur, and has now made 2-ply yarn
Yep.
from their friend's Samoyed fur, and I'm
Oh
just like,
my God.
yes, sheepy dog.
Yeah.
Now you have to
And it's period.
now all you have to do is knit out a freaking Samoyed plushie.
That'd
Right.
be cute.
So you got your candy apples. What's next?
Show us something else, Atlas.
Let's go see Bob after we saw Apple.
Who's Bob?
He's the apple guy. If you like apples, you'll like Bob.
I don't think the apple is like me.
It's
Uh,
okay.
So Bob and Dob are located in the Midway.
I'll brush your fur later. Don't worry.
You can head to
That
the
was
Midway.
not a
Line
euphemism.
with These campaigns.
Yep.
That was not a euphemism.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bob and Dob, located in the Midway, amongst all the other sort of games and whatnot.
Hello.
Behind the counter, you see Bob. He's standing with a large, like those big metal troughs you can buy. And he's just sort of like shoveling that over onto the counter, like between you and him. Oh!
Hi.
Come to Bob for some apples?
Yes, or Dob for some darts. These are my friends.
Oh, you don't want to Dob for darts.
How do you dob for darts?
You don't want to do that. No.
Did anybody see what I did?
Yeah.
I'm so funny.
Cedar dab for all our podcasts.
Oh my gosh.
That was very squeaky.
That was so high.
Wow. Theater, you're hurting my ears.
You don't want to Dob. You want to Bob.
What does Dob have to say about that?
He's not here.
What happened to Dob?
Nothing.
Darts.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Dob used lawn darts.
No, you gotta be careful with those things. I got pierced with one of those.
Holy
Real
shit.
lawn
We all
darts
grew up
or
in the
the
90s. We all know
fake
what lawn
lawn
darts
dart?
are.
In the hip. It was bad. It was right next to an artery, and I pulled it out because I didn't know any better.
Now I'm just curious if Rosira would end up being afraid of candy apples because of that.
Natural 20.
Atlas and Athelstan, you think there's something fishy with Dob?
Are you sure that nothing happened to him? Because I don't know. I'm picking up a vibe.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's
You
fine.
do though.
No, he's just not here.
Mm,
Are they? Athelstan would like lean over, and he'll like sign. He'll sign. Are they brothers?
Yes, we're brothers.
Just asking.
Okay, who wants Bob for darts? I mean Bob for apples though, because Dob is
Bob for
redacted.
darts. Bobbing for darts sounds interesting.
Ah.
What is bobbing for apples?
Well, you see, I've got this big trough here. It's full of water
Uh-huh.
and apples.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and I do.
A horse trough.
You're gonna do
And
it?
Breeze dunks her face.
Yeah.
Dunks their face in there
Okay. Make a dex check.
with your mouth.
X check. So it's whatever this is plus 2. That's a
That's a
natural
natural
one.
one.
A hand bob 5 silver
6.
or whatever it is for Breeze to do this.
2 silver.
Sure.
You go in and you try to there's like a technique to it where you kind of push the apple down to the bottom and then like pin it or into like the corner or something and bite into it.
That's what you have to do. I've never
What are you
bobbed for
supposed to
apples
do?
before.
It's the easiest way to do it, but like you go full in, like up to your shoulders with
Yeah.
the water, and
Well, you could just push it against the side then.
it doesn't always work
Yeesh.
though because they're round,
What-
the sides are slippery. If you can get into the corner at the bottom of the trough, then
How have I never bobbed for apples?
I don't know. But literally, like, there's where we grew up, Rob and I. There's a Battlefield House Museum, and they have an apple festival every year, and they do all this stuff. So
Cool.
we,
At some
we
point,
grew up on this crap.
at some point, while Breeze is struggling, Athelstan just takes the initiative, reaches out, and pulls them back out of it, soaking wet.
Yeah.
I
So
almost had one.
Breeze is like soaked from like here up, from like the below the
You're-
clavicle up.
You're
We're-
also
we're-
you're also almost the same color as I am.
Ah, such a shame you didn't
That-
get one this time.
The point,
Rosira
Athelstan.
will try.
You drown yourself.
Okay.
This is a
Wait.
drowning game.
No,
No, the point is to grab an apple.
with your mouth
Why?
This is fun.
to win a prize and get an
To
apple.
win the apple.
24.
She comes up with like that dog Finley with the tennis balls.
Not a save. It's just a check.
Oops.
Probably the same.
Yeah, that would be the same either way.
Same
I
either
don't
way.
have same either way.
Okay, so Rosira like bobs in, and because of their facial structure, they don't have to go and push it to the bottom
Your
because
snoot,
literally their mouth opens
Like a
wide
shark.
enough to like grab one and pull it out.
like a hippo.
And
I give 2 more silver because I'm not getting in trouble with people here
Okay.
if we can help it.
Well,
Oh,
once we become
congratulations! You won a prize. And they show you a variety of prizes, including little packages of some sort of dust, some face
We need
paint.
that.
There's some puppets. There's a wooden wand.
Athelstan sees the fairy dust and he slams 2 silver down. I will try this.
Be my guest.
Because that stuff saves your life when you least expect it.
Doesn't it?
Oh shit, Ram still has some of that.
16.
1 second. What would you like, Rosira?
Hearing what Athelstan said, she'd point to the dust.
The dust? Okay.
Is it fairy dust, BT dubs? Does it
Yeah.
look
Just
like the
dust.
fairy dust packets? Fuck.
Nope, it's just drugs.
I mean, he'll take that too.
That's fair. So you get like a little package of dust. It does have it's like a little, it looks like it probably is like a manila envelope, but it's been painted a different color. It's been painted like a not a neon, but a close to neon green. And there's a little picture of a like fairy, like a silhouette of a fairy on it in pink.
Razira cannot see either of those colors.
All right, I
gray and
forgot. You're
grayer.
colorblind.
He's gray and grayer.
You can make out like the differences in the shapes, but yeah.
I mean, Atlas has a really big head. I feel like right now they'd be really good at this.
They
Okay,
probably
I'll-
actually just hit their head on the trough.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
like-
try then. I put down 2 silver.
All right, well, let me do Athelstan first. So Athelstan, you are able to get an apple.
He like he does that thing where he splits his mouth open.
Yeah. So
Apple stand.
congratulations. What would you like?
He like comes up and just like hair just because he hasn't brushed his hair and so he hasn't combed or brushed his hair in so long. It's just like everywhere, and he just goes like a disgusting mermaid, and his hair flips back and it just showers everybody in a layer of water. And he takes and he like the fairy dust, please.
All right, another packet of fairy dust for my purple friend here. Who's next?
You put down another 2 silver.
Atlas?
Yeah.
No charge to you, my friend. Go ahead and bob away.
Okay, what do I roll again?
Dex check.
Do I get advantage because my head is big?
Sure.
No, you get
Thank you,
disadvantage
Cedar,
for
for
that.
the idea. Oh, yeah, 19.
All right, you
Oh.
come up with an apple as well. All
Are we
right.
allowed, do I know if we're allowed to eat the apples or not?
Yeah, they're yours.
Oh.
You put your mouth on them. Ew. Nobody wants that.
Athelstan's apple is just like a series of shark teeth punctures. I didn't think about that.
Razira probably just like, oh, I can keep this. Didn't even take it out of mouth.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
So there's puppet, a dust, and what else?
We got some face paint. There's like a little puppet. There's pixie dust. There is bottles of wine if you are of a drinking age, and wands.
What kind of wands?
You know what these are. They do the prestidigitation.
Oh, I would like the puppet.
The puppet.
Eli sees the puppet and takes a step on the other side of Athelstan.
I love puppets. Everybody loves puppets. Are you gonna put the puppet in my inventory?
They're going in the
Party sheet?
The party sheet. Yeah.
Puppets. Puppets. You need to stop getting stuff that terrifies Keyline.
Well,
Seems to be a
you
running
both have
trend.
very different niches, so.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
Yo, yeah, Athelstan already put down 2 more silver, and I did roll an 18. So
Oh,
that's
sorry.
total of 21. Total of 21.
Yep. You pull up another apple. What would you like?
Pixie dust, please.
You got a problem there, pal?
No, not a problem. That stuff quite literally saved our lives once we flew away on a dream after being chased from
Oh.
a horrible. Never mind.
Thank you for your trauma.
Yep, sorry. He
It's okay.
puts another 2 silver. He puts another 2 silver on the table and goes back in.
Okay. Make another dex check.
That's a natural 1.
Yeah,
Now
no,
it's Breeze's turn to pull him out.
I
Like-
imagine he hits. I imagine on that last one he's still getting air, so he hits his head on the side of the trough.
Yep. And he's just like it's like an alligator, like snap. You can just hear the snapping of his teeth together in underneath the
Ooh.
water. His head like swimming around.
Yeah, no luck. There's like, with a couple of apples out of the pond, essentially, they move a little bit more, so they're a little harder to get onto.
He stays in as long as he possibly can.
Okay. You're only allowed to go in once and try once, so
I mean, he's still in there.
yeah, but like once you go in for your bite, that's
Oh,
kind
you
of
go
like,
in and then you have to get out.
Yeah,
Oh.
you don't
I
just
didn't
get to
know.
like swim around in there until you get
Yeah,
one.
he doesn't know that, so Breeze pulls him out, or somebody has to pull him out. He
Hey.
doesn't know the rules.
Hey, buddy.
He comes back up.
Yoink.
I almost had it.
Yeah, you can keep going for another 2 silver.
Oh, sure.
Anybody else doing anything? There are other games here. There are
11.
darts, but there's nobody manning that like table at the
Something
moment.
happened to Dob.
Can I make an investigation check around
Sure.
Dog's area?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I do it stealthily?
Sure. So I'll need a stealth check and then an investigation check.
Rolled an 11 on that
A
dexterity.
7?
He,
Everybody sees Atlas.
But I did a 17 an 18 investigation.
Okay. So you can see that
a horse tiptoeing.
you see at Dobbs' tent, there is evidence of him like setting up for the day. Everything looks like it's ready to go. His float is even there, untouched. And there's no sign of him.
Mm-mm.
Did he, like... Why is all his stuff here if he's not here?
$11.
No dice. You go
He
in
comes
and
back up. Yep. Comes back up and he's like, all right, I'm done. How many pixie dust did Athelstan get? 2?
2.
3? 2. Okay. I'll add it to my sheet. Thank you.
they're on the party sheet.
Oh, thanks, Daddy.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to do, Atlas?
Can we
I
join
wanna-
Atlas?
Atlas is sus of what happened. He says, well, unless other people want to play games, we could go talk to Lady Fortuna.
Athelstan's like wringing out his hair.
whatever
you
you
okay?
think is best, Atlas.
You okay, Atlas?
I'm just worried about Dob.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. These guys are your friends, but I got a weird. And he like says really quietly, he's like, I got a weird vibe off of that dude.
I don't know why I did that. Brazier dropped 2 more silver down for the bobbing for apples thing.
Okay. Nope, you don't get it.
It was 16?
Because of what I
Okay.
said earlier, the apples moved around. It changes the DC.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could go talk to Lady Fortuna. I mean, we can get our fortunes read and maybe ask.
Atlas, look at me.
I look
And he's
at
like
him.
he's like dripping wet.
I
Say,
look.
be honest. Say what you need to say.
Are you sure he's okay? Like, really sure? Because if he's not, we can go find him and save him. We've saved a lot of people. Like, we saved Gordon from, like, vampires. We saved, Sly from cannibals.
True.
We, like...
I could have
I'm
saved
like-
myself, but true.
I'm, like, an accomplished person now. Because I believe in myself.
Talking to Bob.
Can I make a persuasion check for Bob to tell us?
Sure.
Does anybody back me up to assist me?
Are you trying to? No. Are we going for?
Persuade him to tell us what's wrong.
we're like trying to do an intimidation thing, or like what should I
No,
do
persuade
here?
him, because I'm a nice man.
Oh,
Got it.
yeah.
I rolled a nat 20.
What he said.
Of course you did.
It's the bishy sparkles in his eyes and his big ginormous head.
Yes, it is.
Like, I look like one of those, like, fucking, they're like Thai beanie babies that you can find at, like, the gas station.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So Bob looks at you and scowls, and as your eyes get bigger and do that anime suck up
Bishy
thing.
sparkles.
Puss in Boots thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
And there's a
scowls
soft
harder.
piano music in the background.
Yes.
Breeze, play some sad pan flute music.
Start playing some of that heartstring music.
Yeah, the cheesy inspirational music, the sad music they play during those puppy commercials. with
I was
kicked
literally
puppies.
just singing that. In
The sad Bruce
arms
Banner walking away music.
of my
Yeah.
far away.
Dob got into it with the professor.
Do what?
Professor.
You know who the professor is. Professor Prakali?
Oh, okay. I think I remember reading him when I looked at the sheet the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, so like, did he walk up? Did he storm off, or do you know where he went?
I don't know where he went. I just know he was here this morning. Got into it with Pakali again. They walked off to talk about it. He hasn't been back since.
Do you
Have
need help
Have
cleaning
you
up
seen
the?
this Bacali? Sorry, Atlas.
No, you can talk.
No. Continue.
I was gonna say, do you want help picking up Dob's stuff?
No, it's not necessary, Atlas. I'll take care of it. But
Okay. Athelstan, what were you gonna ask?
Have you seen this Bacali since then?
he tends to stay at the Hall of Horrors.
You guys will
Great.
love the Hall of Horrors. It's so much fun.
Okay. I'm
God,
sure
is
it
this
sounds like it's in the name.
It's even terrifying when you've been in it like 5 times. It's great. Sometimes, if you like are really sleepy, you can go into the Hall of Horrors instead of getting a coffee, and then you feel really awake all day and at night for like 3 days because of what you've seen. It's great.
We all kind of like just like quiet, like a very visible dot.
Yeah, essentially.
Alice is smiling happily.
Yep.
You can see the worst things of your imagination, even the more worst things than we saw of our other imagination before.
Sounds riveting.
It is riveting. It will make your rivets rivet, even.
I don't have. Never mind. Sure. So.
What?
I guess we can look into it. You can we can do this, Atlas.
Okay.
We're
Bye,
behind. you.
Mr. Bob.
Good luck.
We'll need it.
Probably,
Probably,
yeah.
like, actually.
Think they'll make it? Not a chance.
Alright, so you guys head east towards the Hall of Horrors.
Whee!
That is horrors, not whores.
I was so excited.
So it's over here. On Zemevsky's.
You're just using the ping because you can now.
No, I forgot I was on the ping
I
mode.
didn't get to see it. Can you ping it again? I didn't get to see it ping. Let me show the ping. Oh, it glows. It's like a siren ping.
So you head over there. It is a large green tent, and outside of it there is a gnome that is standing on a, like, you guys have seen like old school circuses, right? With the
Mm-hmm.
the things that the carnival master in the big top usually stands on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a big top and I stand on things sometimes.
The plinth, the plinth, or like the dais, the
Yeah, but it's like literally big enough for one person to stand on.
the booth.
Sure. So they're on
He's
this
in the booth.
pedestal,
He's-
and they're an older gnome. They've got like goggles on their forehead. They're wearing what you would assume like an artificer type situation would be
Oh
wearing.
no, an old gnome artificer. We're in so much danger. We are in so much danger, everybody. Oh no. And yes, I am stereotyping.
He's, calling, come one, come all, come see the Holly's pickled punks in the Hall of Horrors. Come meet the Drider from the Underdark. Come and see the battling, bickering statues. And meet Aubrey the First.
That's so stupid.
I don't know.
Fucking hate Little Shop so much.
How did you
Good
know?
for you.
It's Aubrey, not Audrey.
I thought the same thing. Oh my god, what if Trixie's here, guys? She would fit right
I'm more
in.
worried about what's his face being like Professor Screw Eyes than anything.
I'm also worried about that oh gods, I wrote his name down, the fucking vampire that imprisoned the doctor, the one that imprisoned Breeze being here. I don't know why.
I worry about a lot of things all the time, mostly Bloodspur.
The place.
Everything.
They're,
I'd say
if you want to be more specific, they'd be Bloodspurians or, Illithid.
Eli's gonna stay outside with Sly and Gordon.
That sounds reasonable. Anybody, you don't have to go in here. Also, is the gnome professor? Is this individual Professor Bacali?
Oh my god, please tell me it's just Bilphus's origin story.
Cool. So we don't even have to go in. We can just talk to the guy. Lead the way, Atlas. We got you.
Yeah, woo woo. I'll
Okay.
leave them in.
No,
Alright.
the guy's right there. We don't need to go in.
Oh, I thought you said lead us in, as in to go in the Hall of Horrors first.
I thought we were here to talk to Professor Bacali.
Well, we are, but I thought you might want to see it too. Hello, Professor Bacoli.
Oh,
Yep.
young Atlas. Hello.
I don't
I am
trust
now
that man.
slightly older, Atlas.
Well, you're always going to be younger than I am.
Unless Doodoomancy. I got caught in Doodoomancy before. While I was gone. It was crazy.
You got stuck in an outhouse?
No, that's Doodoomancy. No, I got stuck in like this house and it went back in time. And also, there was this really creepy doll that you would have liked.
I'm sure I would have. What can I do for you? Are you coming to check out the punks?
Well, yeah, I want to show my friends stuff. Oh, by the way, I introduce all my friends again. But we're also looking for Dub because he left all his stuff up this morning. And
Did
he
he?
hasn't been back to take it down.
A shame.
Can I make an insight check to see if he's like...
Too nonchalant about this?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is he withholding information, basically, is what I want to find.
Yeah, absolutely.
$14.
Hard to read.
Oh, Razir did good.
Still hard to read.
Mm, 19.
Do you know where Dub might be? People told me that you saw him last.
We spoke this morning, but I haven't seen him since.
Was he in a bad mood or something?
He's always in a foul mood.
We heard that you, pardon me, Atlas. To be more frank, we heard that you got into it with him.
A simple
Ah.
misunderstanding.
Atlas is concerned. people here, including yourself, are his family. And one of them is missing.
Ohana means nobody gets left behind.
I assure you, I have nothing to do with Dobbs' alleged disappearance. He's probably just made himself useful with the Skurra.
What does that mean?
The what? Oh, the 3 system. Yeah.
The 3.
Well, the Skurra in general. The Skurra is more than just the 3. On your way here, you did see other people that had the similar white face makeup, different styles like the 3. There was one with he had like a surprised expression on his face, like painted onto his face. Just like any kind of emotion.
Was his name Shock?
No.
Oh. Shock!
You didn't talk to
Arrow.
him, so
I was just joking.
I know.
I was Nightmare on Nightmare Christmas. You're a Disney girl. You know.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Before Christmas.
Yeah, Nightmare Before Mrs. I mean, syphilis.
Those were words.
Yeah, almost.
Anyway, you know that the Skurra are more than just the 3. There are quite a few members of the Skurra. There are a particular group of them that... Well, maybe you wouldn't know this. Make a nature check, Atlas.
Okay.
Can I make a nature check?
No, you don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know. I don't often get to make a nature check these days.
13.
Guidance.
There are a group of Skurra that practice particular magics that have something to do with eggs, as far as you understand it.
Maybe it is true after all. He thinks this
No, they're brujas.
So
They're brujas.
Polly is insinuating that Dobb has made himself useful to these Skurra women.
He still don't know what that means.
Something with eggs.
But Dob is making eggs right now.
What?
I don't know either. I just know it's something about eggs. Right, Piccoli?
My apologies. Could you please elaborate on that, Piccoli? We are strangers here, and we're just trying to help our friend, Atlas.
Well, only because you're friends with Atlas. They are a group of Skurra women who practice in the kinetic magics.
Storing of energy?
Sort of.
Uh-huh.
And it usually
So-
has things to do with eggs.
Throwing eggs.
Scrambling
Kinetic energy.
them.
Sex? Are we talking about sex? I have no idea what's happening right now. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Sex.
Why didn't we just say that?
Propriety.
There's nothing improprietous about sex. It's a perfectly normal and healthy thing to partake in if you're into it. There's no shame in it.
No shame, but it's not something that most people speak about.
Athelstan kind of has a moment and he's like, people don't talk about sex? Literally, we only talk about sex, pretty much. He's like, even growing up. Okay. Alright.
Did you wish to go inside?
Atlas wanted to show some of us.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I told them how it will keep them up for days, and they won't need coffee or anything. They'll just need to hold themselves and cry. It's amazing.
I'm gonna insight
just like
check,
the dolphins.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna insight check Atlas to see if he's okay. I'm like, are you alright? Oh no, he's
There's
not
definitely
okay.
some
I got a 5.
PTSD going there.
Yeah, I got a 5. And I'm like, oh,
17.
it's like, oh, you poor summer sunflower seed.
I mean, he's excited to do it again. It makes you feel alive, but also dead at the
It's
same
like
time.
it's like watching a really it's like watching a really like great horror film that has a lot of really good story and also terrifying, mind-numbingly fear.
Yep. He's excited to take you all in.
Okay, if anybody doesn't want to go in, you're more than welcome to stay out. I'm actually a little curious. To be honest with you, I'm in.
I'm
Well,
in.
2 people would have to stay outside because of the buddy system. So
Yeah, well, Keli, Gordon, and Sly are staying outside. I'm not sure what happened to Elphinius.
He's still with you.
No.
Elphinius, you wanna
I'm
come
He's
right
gone
here.
now.
I've been here the whole time.
Oh my god, you're damn right.
Where's
This is
Zero
like-
going?
Zero, are you
Are
sure?
you sure?
Except for ghosts and fire, she's normally quite brave.
Pakali, can we have a content warning list for our friend here? You can't read. Never mind. Wait, no, I've been teaching you how to read. We've been literally talking like literally. I have said that I was teaching you common and you were teaching me a bit of Schult.
Well, how much does it cost to go in so that I could pay for my friends?
2 silver pieces. None for you, though, Atlas.
Don't worry about it, Atlas.
You got it, Athelstan?
I got it for now. Let me. I'm sure that we will
look at
reap the
Pasta.
benefits if we start pulling our weight around here.
Just a baby. She's so baby. She wants to be rocked to sleep. Look at what a good child she is.
She is asleep.
Oh, she's so baby.
Baby mine, don't you cry.
She's so
All right.
cute.
So,
Oh God.
before
There's a
you
map.
stands a large, open maw. It looks to be in the face of some sort of horned devil, and the eyes are glowing red, and the bone is bleached white. And Pakali doesn't take your money. He gestures to a small floating bowl in a barrel beside one of the horns. Once you pay, you can go through.
Cling.
Cling.
Cha-ching.
All right.
We go.
Forgot to unlock it again.
This is gonna be fun because I still am 2 steps into the black.
Yes. So, as the party ventures forth into the Hall of Horrors, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Spooky.
Just because.
I'm considering this like our beach episode. This is our vacation. Sure, we are technically kind of also solving like a possible murder or a disappearance. We're solving a disappearance. Like we are integrating ourselves into this neighborhood.
Right.
Pulling our weight.
Yeah.
You're doing something.
And also getting to play. We're getting to play.
You are getting to play.
Why am I still frightened? In combat tracker.
Because you haven't succeeded on a check yet.
Okay.
Still the first day you've arrived at the carnival.
Okay, I was wondering why all the stress effect things disappeared for me.
That might have been from Fantasy Grounds doing its thing with that big install it did.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This was awesome. The map
Yeah,
is so
it's
cool.
so fun.
Everybody praise.
It was fun.
All hail Effie.
All hail Effie.
Yeah. it was
Also-
good. It's a good map.
Also, yeah. Maybe you want to go like. Also, top-notch recap, Atlas. Atlas, you got to roleplay so much, and I'm so excited to finally be doing your arc.
Nothing bad is going to happen.
No.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. I don't know why you're worried. Why are you worried? Anyway,
Because when you tell me not to worry, it makes me worry, probably.
We're gonna be running up and down hallways, like horizontally to the audience while Yakety Sax plays, and we get chased by Scooby-Doo villains. Zoinks! Chinkies!
Alrighty. Stick
Brasera
around.
is Scooby-Doo! Sorry.
It's okay. Stick around for the raid. We are going to go raid the Wandering DM. It is their season finale of Montreal by Night, which is a Vampire the Masquerade game. So give them a follow if you haven't already. Don't forget, we are offline for the rest of the week, except if we pop in while we're live from GaryCon. And if you are at GaryCon, come say hello and just hang out with us because we're pretty cool. Anyway, yeah. We'll see you when we see you. And if we don't see you, then fuck you. Bye.
Bye. Fuck you.